Nokia has completed the acquisition of Infinera, one of the largest optics companies in the industry. Hmm. The team will become part of the Optics Networks business, while former CEO David Hurd will be joining the Network Infrastructure Group as Chief Strategic Growth Officer. Is he going to get taller? This acquisition was announced back in June 2024. Tom, what's happening with Nokia? What's changing that they want to acquire an optical business unit?
Well, if you look at some of the stuff that we've been talking about with Nokia over the last, I don't know, 6 or 7 months, they are very strongly trying to build out their data center fabric portfolio. And I don't know about you, but a lot of data centers that I work in are not running copper cables. I mean, they might run copper CX4 connectors from the top of the rack down to the servers. But realistically speaking, to kind of get the high speed that people really want, that's all optical. And for Nokia, this is kind of like a defensive play, right? By acquiring Infinera, they get all of the optical chops that they need to really kind of build this out. I think what you're going to start seeing in the near future is more work on doing some really, really creative things. I'm going to rewind to a previous Tech Field Day session that's actually listed on our Best of Tech Field Day playlist if you head over to youtube.com and click on that, from Andy Bechtolsheim of Arista, where he pointed out that one of the challenges of getting faster network support above 800 gigabits per second is, in fact, not the quality of the glass and the fiber, it's the amount of heat that is generated by those optics. And that has been one of the reasons why a lot of companies have started using co-packaged optics in their networking gear, or even research into things like silicon photonics. Well, if you're Nokia and you just bought one of the largest optical vendors in the world, do you think maybe they're doing some work on co-packaged optics if they haven't already released that? I'd say they are. Do you think maybe they've done some research into silicon photonics in order to keep growing past that big heat barrier? Yeah, I'd say they probably have. So I see this as Nokia's way of really kind of building into the future of what data center fabrics are going to look like. And it can't hurt any of their other business too, because they have a very big routing business that's built a lot of service provider networks. And honestly, when you think about the other side of Nokia, with all of the carriers, I mean, those towers are linked by fiber too. Why not buy the optics from the in-house manufacturers as opposed to having to farm them out to some other manufacturer where you might end up getting lower quality hardware that could potentially impact your customer satisfaction scores? I think this is a very smart move. And the fact that the acquisition closed in just 6 months and they've already figured out where everybody's going to go bodes well for them in the future.